everyone. Today we have with us Captain Suresh K Mankar, a retired Army medical officer and MS General Surgeon who has inestimably rendered his service in the Indian Army field for 5 years. Dr. Suresh has also worked as a senior surgeon at Wenlock Hospital in Bangalore and as the senior medical officer at Mangalore District Jail. Thank you, sir, for pledging to do this interview. I deem it my pleasure to have been conferred this opportunity to confabulate with you.
As she said, I'm Captain Suresh K Mankar. I passed my MBBS from Karnataka Medical College, Hubli. So that is in 1970. So after passing my MBBS, there were clouds of war in the country, and they were recruiting medical officers from different colleges. So they came to my Karnataka Medical College, Hubli also. So I was selected. Of course, there were other doctors also selected, but I was the only person who joined the Indian Army. The main purpose of my joining Indian Army is I got a family background of the Army. My mother's two brothers are Army. They were already in the Indian Army. One is Colonel Shivaji Blitikar and the other one is Captain L.O.G. Rao. They initiated me, and also my parents were very eager that I should also join the Army, and moreover that I had an interest of joining Army as a medical officer. So I was selected. After selection as a captain, then I was sent straightway to the Command Hospital, Western Command, Chandigarh. That was my first posting. There I have given a special training, and from there, Command Hospital, Western Command, Chandigarh, I was sent to Sugar Sector. Sugar Sector, it is about 550 kilometers from Simla. There were 5 para of the brigade there, and I was a medical officer there. So it was a beautiful place, but very, very challenging work for me. It is in high altitude. It is about 16,000 high altitude. I got there, but I enjoyed because I wanted to see the snow-capped hills and mountains, and I was very happy in the 5 para of the training. So after serving that, the war started. Slowly the clouds of war started. Then from Sugar Sector, I was shifted to Ladakh. So I went to, from again Chandigarh to Ladakh I went. I was there in Kargil Sector. So Kargil Sector, once the troops were moved, then my whole ADS means Advanced Dressing Station, that was moved from the Ladakh to the Rajasthan sector. So it was almost nearer to the war. So Rajasthan Canal was the main dividing between Rajasthan and Punjab. So my hospital, that is called an Advanced Dressing Station, was lodged very close to the border. That is, the border is called as Longawala. Then the war started on December 3rd. December 3rd the war started, and you know the story how it started. And I can take part in the evacuation of the casualty at Longawala. Longawala was there. It is the most, what we call a fighting place for the Indian Army. It is on the western sector. Eastern sector I didn't know. I served only in the western sector. And the opposite was the opposite battalion of the tank was prepared to attack our Rajasthan sector, that is the Baramulla. So there was a furious battle I saw with my own eyes. My job was I had a 38 man with me. Our main job is to go inside, get the casualty and evacuate them. Of course, there were minimum casualties, but I don't want to give the number of the casualties there. So that was my main job. We never used to, our ADS was underground, under bunkers. Nothing could happen even if the tank goes about the bunker. But our main job is to give the first aid, transfusion of the blood, and evacuate the casualty immediately to the base hospital. We used to get assistance from helicopters, so we used to send all the injured cases to the base hospital. It is my pleasure to say that not a single death occurred during this war. So then once the Longawala operation was over, then from Rajasthan, my hospital was shifted again back to Jammu and Kashmir. So we went back to Jammu and Kashmir, that is Baramulla sector and Kargil sector. So I had taken complete part during the 1917 war, and I was very, very crazy. I was hardly 24 years when I joined the Indian Army. Just finishing my internship and joined Army. It was miraculous. I used to write a letter, every day one letter to my parents. Every day one letter. I used to write to my parents, but I could not go on leave for at least for a year, 1.5 years, because the country was in the war period. So once the war was declared ceasefire, then we had more work after the ceasefire, because we had to treat the casualties, and we worked hard after the operation. So I did I had a very selected candidates to work with me, and they worked very hard. So after completion of the army service, I opted for a permanent commission, but I could not get, because I was interested to become a general surgeon. Then I got a free seat at Manipal, Kasturba Medical College, Manipal, a free seat. It was given only to the ex-army personnel. Then I joined Manipal, Kasturba Medical College. I finished my MS General Surgery, and then I joined government service as a general surgeon at Bangalore District Hospital.
Firstly, I adulate you for how you have waded through the highs and lows of witnessing a war as the medical officer. And you said the death toll was 0 during
In my hospital.
in your hospital. Sir, how does one qualify to become a medical army officer, and what are the qualities one must possess to covet this role?
Join the Indian Army as a medical officer, it is very easy. We have got a Director General of Armed Forces and Medical Service, that is called a DGAFMS New Delhi 11. You just go to now there is an online. Previously we used to, so online you go there, you get an application. You fill the application, send it to the DGAFMS. They will be called for an interview. You go for an interview at New Delhi 11. So once you are selected, then you will be posted, after the training, you will be posted to any of the army post. So there is no like the written test, or it is a very, and once you are selected, you are subjected for a medical examination. That is very, very important. I had a medical examination in Lucknow, so a very tough examination. So medically you should be fit. Once you are medically fit, then you will be trained for how to evacuate the casualties, how to treat especially when you are posted for a high altitude. There are diseases like high altitude pulmonary edema, frostbite, chill plains, all those will be trained. So once you are trained, then you will be sent to the forward brigades, and you will get a lot of chances to work in the base hospital also. But I had most of the chance, I had a chance to work only in the forward areas. So I was lucky. So,
It still sounds like a
yes,
laborious task.
for my service I was decorated also during 1971. I was decorated soldier of the Indian Army. I am proud of it.
Yes, you must be.
These are the medals I got.
So has there been any imperative situation in the army field where you had to be emotionally strong and resilient?
Yes. Because see, this is the first time you are seeing the war. You find everywhere there is the shelling from the air, and once the shelling occurs, the whole bunker vibrates. So it is really a thrilling experience. But because I was too young, so I could not get any of the emotional anything. I was thought this is the. If you ask me to now go and work that, it may be different situation. That time I was too young and prepared. I was prepared mentally to witness the war and happen. So I didn't have any emotionally. I was quite happy to work.
Mental preparedness is quite paramount.
Yes, mentally I was prepared.
So what are some of the dire challenges or ignominies that you have encountered in your 5 years of experience in the army?
Only thing, the challenges was in the high altitude.
Right.
When I was posted to the high altitude, they used to have a lot of exercises for the army. So one of the exercises where we are supposed to attack the highest, that is a road called Taglangla, which is the highest road in the world. There is a road called Taglangla, which separates from China to India. So we have to reach it. So at the end, so I climbed very fast. Actually, you are supposed to take 3 days rest before climbing. So I went there, but I was not knowing that I had any problems. So once the exercise was over, once I came back down, then I had a little bit of breathlessness. So I was taken to the 153 General Hospital. So there the X-ray was taken, and I was diagnosed as a high altitude pulmonary edema. So I was kept in the hospital for 21 days and treated at NICO. That was really challenging.
So you waded through the health and well-being?
Yes, because that is the main problem in high altitude pulmonary edema, chilblains and so, but actually I was not feeling anything, but once I went to hospital and taken, but I recovered very well.
Because you were very zealous and invigorated about being...
Yes, I recovered. That was
coveting this role.
Yes, that was my one situation I faced.
Sounds riveting. Since you have had the opportunity to work as a senior surgeon at the government bolstered Wenlock Hospital in Bangalore, do you think that it is dearth of facilities, resources, and it also in your student performance?
No. Our district hospital is well equipped. It's well equipped. Yeah, I don't find any difference. Because we have got KMC as well as government doctor. This is very well equipped. I can say our district hospital is one of the best hospitals. I can say yes. So I felt very happy when I started working in the Wenlock Hospital, as if I am working in an army hospital. It's beautiful, very good, and very good in teaching institute. I learned surgery only because I was in Wenlock.
That's wonderful to hear.
Yes, beautiful. We got all the facilities, and we have got a very good group of doctors, senior professors, and it is one of the best teaching institutions, I can say. I became a good surgeon only because I was posted in Wenlock Hospital.
It is bombing to know that the government is undertaking sedulous efforts to give the best facilities and resources to its patients. So, as a senior medical officer at the Bangalore District Jail, how exigent was it to provide a congenial environment to the prisoners, and what approach did you burgeon towards them?
So as a medical officer in District Prison Bangalore, we had a very good arrangement of counseling the prisoners. You see, most of the prisoners, they have got a type of stress, a type of anxiety, nervousness. So I had made specifically for, see, it's alright, common cold, cough, fever, you can treat. But mainly I found that most of the prisoners, they had a lot of anxiety, nervousness. So for that we are arranged a very good team of psychiatrists and psychologists from Father Mullah's Hospital, from AJ Hospital, and from all the hospitals, Wenlock Hospital, all the hospitals of the Mangalore. They came in team, and we are arranged very well for counseling as well as for treatment for the prisoners. That helped a lot. Because once you treat the mental condition of the prisoners in the early stage, they will live a very happy life. Apart from that, we had a very good arrangements of the other specialists like dermatologist and dental, where we used to get a dental team from different medical colleges like KMC and AJ Hospital, Shema, all the...
So you're taking care of your familiarity and amiability.
Yes.
On that riveting note, I thank you for doing this interview, and I had a spellbinding time conversing with you and knowing your Shikhar past in the field, in the army field as a medical officer, and how you have and the endeavors that you have committed with her. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless.